Welcome, guys. Welcome to the pick.
What's up? What's up?
How's it going, guys? I hope you guys are having a nice day. We're gonna talk about the college games that we had last night. First game we watched that was the OSU and TU game, Tulsa game. It looked like it might be all right, but nah. Pretty much by the second quarter, OSU took the hell off.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close. That was a runaway. They were just destroying the defensive line on Tulsa, and they were just running. That was their big thing, was the running game. They were just eating that defensive front alive, man, and getting 30 yards, and then they'll get 5, and then they'll get 30 again, and yeah, by then they just kept running the score up, and defense, even the corners couldn't even cover the receivers. It was just all the way bad. So that game was awful. And get your opinion on that game as well.
Kind of what I expected was going to happen. OSU looked like they're an elite team in the NFL, college. I mean,
Yeah.
Rudolph looked great.
Yeah.
Moving around the pocket, making great throws. He was throwing some bombs. So I was like, all right.
Right, there was one where he got freaking smacked, man, and he tossed it up there, and he actually threw it pretty on point, man, with him getting hit like that. So yeah, man,
he has a better arm than I thought he did. So
right.
He might have been working out this off season, or he just
stepping up his game.
Yeah, that as well. Got the best receiving core in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Just to use this, I mean.
Yeah.
They're outmatched.
Like I told him and my mom yesterday. I was like, you know what? One day TU's gonna get one of OSU or one of these days, but not today or not last night.
No. But OSU was a elite team and they look like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to see what they do the rest of the season.
Yeah, I am definitely curious on what they got.
TU had an interesting freshman quarterback though.
Mm-hmm.
So he might be pretty good in the next couple of years, hopefully.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go to the next game we watched, which is the Ohio State and Indiana game. So how do you feel about that one?
That game was interesting. I really like how their quarterback Richard Lego, I think that's his first name, Richard. Lego, that man, he was impressive. Especially for the first half. He was really impressive, and so was their receiver, Cobb Jr. He was really impressive.
Yeah.
He made 2 one-handed catches in that game that were amazing, and he also scored a really nice touchdown catch. And yeah, man, they looked like they were gonna upset these guys and make the very first their game interesting and scramble up this college. And but that second half came around and it got ugly. Ohio State figured out what they needed to do on defense and offense because Lego he had trouble in that second half.
Yeah,
he was getting smacked around. I believe he threw an interception. There's a couple more he threw that should have been intercepted.
Yeah,
he fumbled. So yeah, they end up as a whole group. They end up coming together and being the Ohio State I was expecting to see.
Yeah.
Finally, but yeah, that was definitely an interesting game, I will say.
Honestly, I think it was this first game jitters.
Right.
Indiana, that game meant a whole lot to them. There was their first game at home.
Yeah.
And hey, Lego looked great for parts of it, and he was taking hits and making plays. Number 12 for Ohio State, he looked like he was overwhelmed. He was pretty much holding the whole first half.
Ward, yeah.
Yeah, he was just not playing well, and they were just picking on him.
Yeah.
Almost every play they were going at him. But he eventually got an interception.
I was going to say, one of his interceptions was actually him, so.
Yeah. So, I mean, hey, you got to be thrown in the fire, and they're going to pick on you if they see you have a weakness, kind of like OU had last year when they played Ohio State. They had that guy was actually a receiver, and then they put him at corner, and he kind of got exposed. So
got it eaten.
Yeah. So it's they look kind of overwhelmed at times, Ohio State, but I just think it's a lot of pregame jitters. Granted, if they play like that against OU, they're gonna get smacked.
Right.
So,
And you got to understand, especially for that Ohio State defense, I understand where their jitters came from because those are a lot of new players.
Yeah.
They lost a lot of starters, so a lot of those defensive backs and stuff, because that's what they lost a lot.
Yeah, they lost.
Defensive backs, I think they lost the safety and stuff. They lost a lot of
Hooker,
players.
they lost Lattimore, both in the first round.
Yeah. So, those are guys that are getting their first start. So that's understandable. They got them huge
Actually,
jitters.
they lost 3 because they lost the other guy too.
Yeah, they lost quite a bit, man.
They lost a lot of starters.
So, I understand that. They're that's their first start. They're nervous on how to play.
Yeah.
They want to play well, and sometimes when you're in that moment, you want to play too well and you mess up.
Yeah.
And the Ohio State, and I have to mention too also that freshman running back from Ohio State, Dobbins, I think is his last name.
Yeah.
Dobbins or something like. He might be an issue.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely worried about that next week. That's only honestly going into our game. That's what I'm nervous about the most is that kid.
That and I'm worried about their defensive line.
Because literally the only game you have prepare for him is literally the game last night.
Yeah.
So you're like,
And he wasn't even initially the starter. The starter
No.
had a hamstring
he
injury
got
or something
yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
So-
And what's crazy is he pulled it 10 days before that game.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, so that kid got a big opportunity, and
he
he
balled
took
out.
it and swung and hit the ball and
Yeah.
knocked that sucker out. So I had to salute him because he balled out last night.
Yeah. So he might be a problem.
Yeah,
I'm a little worried about him. I'm worried about Ohio State's defensive line.
that as
They
well.
were very dominant last
Right,
night.
they didn't let them run for nothing.
And every every pass, they were in his face. They had to do a whole lot of quick outs because it's just the pressure. So they're going to be a good team. Just their secondary, a little young. So
Yeah.
they're going to have a little trouble against Bacon.
And even JT Barrett's actually stepping up, and there's a lot of times in that game where there was pressure in his face, and he kept cool and
Yeah.
made the right pass. Especially in that second half, he kind of calmed down and got his wits about him, and he looked good, man.
Ohio State is
Scary.
they're going to be a really good team. I have them in playoff. He has them winning the title.
Yeah,
So they're going to be a real good team. I still stand firm on the OU's going to beat them, but we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, I still stand firm too. I unfortunately I think we might be beat by him.
But this is going to be our first topic, and we're going to go to commercial break, and we will be right back in a second. Alright, this is The Pick. I'd like to thank you guys for watching our commercial and watching our show. Just make sure to like and subscribe.
And please feel free to comment down below. We'll love to read them. And thank you guys for watching.
Alright, this is our commercial break. We'll be right back. Alright, this is The Pick. Thank you guys for coming back. And we're going to talk about tonight's games and tomorrow's college football games. So I'm going to start it off and start talking about Colorado State and Colorado, which they play tonight. I think it might be an interesting game because Colorado State looked decent last week.
Right.
They just got to run the ball and make themselves not commit turnovers. Stevens is their quarterback. He played really well last week. So if he plays well this week, I think they definitely have a chance. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they got to stick to the running formula. I think they're really talented at running back. And, yeah, I think this is going to be interesting because normally out of this rivalry, Colorado's been, always been the top team. But this year it's looking like Colorado State actually might be that team. So, that's going to be very interesting because, like I said, man, normally Colorado State don't get to celebrate against them. And so this might be big for their program. So I'm happy for them.
And it's definitely an interesting thing. Is Colorado going to be a elite team like they were last year, or does this kind of a fluky year?
Right.
So it's something to look forward to. So I'm looking forward to that game. The other games slated on tonight don't look too promising, but Washington probably going to stomp on Rutgers, and Wisconsin probably going to stomp on Utah State. What do you think?
Yeah.
Do you agree with me?
Yeah, I think Washington will probably roll over Utah State. if I have to say out of those two matchups, I would say probably the Washington and Rutgers game would maybe be a little more interesting.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
I think Wisconsin just pummeled
Yeah.
Utah State. So yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go to tomorrow's game. So I think our Boomer Sooners are gonna stomp on UTEP,
Yep.
and probably not gonna be any close. So we're not gonna really talk about that game.
Yeah.
Let's just hope everyone stays healthy for Ohio State next week.
Pretty much.
Maryland and Texas. That might be an interesting matchup. Texas, they got a new quarterback, and they got a new coach. So we'll see if they can actually turn the tide of this program and go back to what they were a couple of years ago when Mac Brown was the coach.
Yeah. And, not too long ago, Maryland was a pretty decent dominant team. So
Yeah.
hopefully that's a pretty decent game out of them. I'll give the advantage over Texas a little bit,
Yeah.
but yeah, hopefully that's an interesting game, and Maryland gives them a little bit of a fight.
Yeah. Next game would be Wyoming and Iowa. So my Heisman winner is in this game.
Right.
So I kind of want them to win. So honestly, I'm going to have a little hot take. I'm going to have Wyoming beating Iowa.
Yeah. You know what? I'll go with you on that as well, because honestly, that Iowa defense last year too, was awful.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna roll with you on that one. I'm gonna go with the Wyoming over Iowa.
Yeah. I am nervous though because Wyoming had a terrible defense last year,
Yeah.
and especially against the run, and Iowa has a hell of a running back, so I'm very nervous
Yeah.
about that pick. But
They know how to get them running backs. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
They know how to get them big
that
boys.
and linemen, they're really good at that too.
Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna be a man of my convictions, and I'm gonna go with Wyoming. So, Cal and North Carolina is the next interesting game on the slot. Who you got in that one, Ryan?
I'm gonna run with the Cal. I think they got a bit better of a team. I like the receiving core. The receiving core looks promising. I don't know too much about their quarterback situation, but I know their defense ain't bad as well. But yeah, I'll edge it out and give it to Cal over North Carolina.
I'm going to go with Tar Heels. I just think they're a more dominant team, have a better coach,
Yeah.
more talent. I don't see how Cal can beat them. So next game, interesting game, is a bigger game. Michigan and Florida.
Woo.
That's going to be one hell of a game. So I'm going to start this one off. I got Michigan beating Florida because I just think they have top 3 coach in the nation. They got talent.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people are going to be new in their positions because they lost a lot of players, but I just think Jim Harbaugh is going to figure it out because he's just one hell of a coach. And every year he figures out just a better record everywhere he's been. So I just have them winning that game, and I'm not fully sold on how good Florida is going to be. How do you feel about it, Ryan?
Yeah. I think I'm in the same boat as well. Harbaugh, he knows how to coach in teams, man, and get them where they need to be. And I think even if they get it in the same situation where Ohio State was, where they might come out, a little rusty because they got the new players. I feel the same way with Urban as I do with Harbaugh. If they'll go into that second half, you'll go, all right, we need to flip our switch, and they will. So yeah, if they struggle, I think they'll come out still as victors and come out and kick some butt. So yeah, I'll take Michigan over Florida.
Okay. Next interesting game be Notre Dame and Temple. We need to see if Notre Dame actually is going to bounce back and have a decent season this year.
Yeah,
or-
last year was rough.
Yeah, it was rough. And if they're going to have another rough season, I think Brian Kelly's going to be getting fired. So I think Notre Dame's going to win this one just because they have better talent, and Temple doesn't have that good coach that they had last year. So
Right.
I just had Notre Dame winning that one.
I was gonna say the point I would bring up with that is honestly, if it was last year, I think I would have made it a closer game between them two because of the Temple's coach. But I don't know how they're gonna react and the way they're gonna play with that new coach. So yeah, I'm gonna run with the. You know what? I'm just gonna throw it in there for the heck of it. I'm gonna say Temple. I'm gonna say Temple's gonna get the upset, but yeah, I am nervous on the new coach and everything. But you know what? I'm gonna say Temple, just for the heck of it.
Okay, well, next interesting game, and probably not going to be very close, but SC and Michigan.
They had a decent team last year.
Yeah, and,
decent, really good quarterback.
But SC, I just think is one of the best teams in the nation.
I was gonna say, me and you got them in the playoffs, so I think they're gonna run that game out the wall.
They're gonna probably stomp on them.
Yeah, they're gonna kick their ass probably.
Yeah. Was Ole Miss and South Alabama. Is Ole Miss? That's the thing about it. So much turmoil in that team right now. They lost their coach. They're about to get sanctioned by the NCAA.
Yeah.
South Alabama is one of those teams that likes running the old school wishbone type offense, and Alabama even has trouble against them because they don't see that offense very often. So I still got Ole Miss winning that fairly easily, but
I do too.
I mean, I wouldn't be fully shocked if they lost that game. So, and the next one is the big daddy of them all. Alabama and Florida State.
Biggest opener in college history to this day.
Yeah, that's definitely arguable. So, who you got in this one, Ryan?
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to run with it. Florida State, I think they're going to edge it out. And that's also, what my gut wants to say, Florida State.
Yeah.
Screw back. But yeah, I am. I'm gonna run with them. I think that defense can make enough stops on that offense to get the win, and I think they're gonna win by. I think it'll be a close. Or as far as they'll go apart, I think it'll be a 10-point game, 10-point victory. Okay. I think it's gonna be a close game.
I have a little closer than that, but I have Florida State winning as well. They just have more talent. They have a better quarterback and better just players in my eyes. And it's not at home for Alabama, so they don't have that advantage either.
Yep.
Now they have a better coach.
Yep.
And they have a better coaching staff. But not by much. I mean, Jimbo is a great coach as well. Mm-hmm. And I just think Florida State's just going to take it. Because I'm not fully sold on how great Alabama's going to be.
Right.
Their quarterback's decent, but it's going to be a running team. I mean, they got some hell of running backs. So they're just going to run the ball 90% of the time, or are they going to be able to pass?
Right.
So I think Florida State...
They kind of got that big question mark on them right now.
I think Florida State's going to make them pass and see if they can stop them or not.
And I was going to say that will be where they're going to stop them is they're going to have to stop them on the passing game because there's not much stopping the Alabama running game.
Yeah.
Unless they get that edge on them and get that momentum. Maybe then, but that would be probably honestly the deciding factor in that game is if they can get enough stops on third downs, and I think that's what it takes is get those stops, and they're gonna win by 3, 4, 7. It ain't gonna be no blowout or anything, or one's gonna get the big edge over the other. It's gonna be a close game, but I think Florida State will edge it out.
Okay, we're going to go to commercial break right quick, and we'll be right back. We're going to talk about the keys to victory in the Florida State and Alabama game. So we'll be right back. All right, this is The Pick. I'd like to thank you guys for watching our commercial and watching our show. Just make sure to like and subscribe.
And please feel free to comment down below. We'll love to read them, and thank you guys for watching.
All right, this is our commercial break. We'll be right back.
Welcome, guys. Welcome back to The Pick.
What's up, what's up?
So we're going to talk about the keys to the victory for the Alabama and Florida State game. So what are your keys to the victory?
For both teams, I'm going to start off with Alabama. So Alabama, they got to establish a passing game because they can run the ball, but if Florida State puts a lot of people in the box, they're going to make that quarterback throw.
Right.
And if he commits turnovers and doesn't play well, I think they're going to lose. Mm-hmm. The next one is stopping the running game for Florida State and not giving up big plays for Florida State. Mm-hmm. That is the keys for Alabama in my eyes. And for Florida State is establish a running game because Alabama got themselves a good defense like always. and limited turnovers for the quarterback and just play well.
Yep.
And if they do that, I think Florida State's going to take it. What about you, Ryan?
My keys to victory would have to be for Alabama would be that offensive line, because that front four for Florida State is nasty.
It
So
is nasty.
they're gonna have to stay competitive with that defensive line and hold them. So that's my keys to victory. If they can hold that defensive line, they could possibly end up getting a win in that game. And my keys for the Florida State will be that defense has to stay stout. That's what I said earlier. I think they'll get the win because of that defense. So, and they'll get enough stops. So that's my key. That defense has to get enough stops to stop Bama, and I think they can win the game. So, yeah.
Okay, we're going to talk about Sunday and Monday's games right quick. And Sunday game, the first one we're going to talk about is A&M and UCLA. That's going to be definitely an interesting game.
Yeah.
Who do you got in that one, Ryan?
I'm gonna take UCLA on that one.
Okay.
I think they got a good run. They're another team that knows how to get those running backs, man.
Yeah.
They know how to get them.
They have one hell of a coach, and they have one hell of a quarterback.
Yeah.
Josh Rosen is a beast.
Yeah, he could be a
And
problem.
He's going to be a problem in college, and he's probably going to be a problem in pros. I think if Josh Rosen has a good season and a good game in this one, I think they're definitely going to take it. A&M, if they can get a UCLA napping and get that offense going, maybe they can pull it out. But I don't really see that happening. So I got UCLA.
Yeah, I got UCLA on that one.
Okay, and West Virginia versus Virginia Tech is the next game we're going to talk about. And who you got in that one, right?
That's probably one of the most toughest, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna edge it out with Virginia Tech.
Okay.
I think that defense is stout.
Yeah.
They got like I said, they got a really good upcoming corner that's on that team. So, yeah, I'm gonna edge it out with Virginia Tech. What you got?
I got West Virginia actually taking this one. They got a quarterback. He is a freshman, and he's gonna be starting first game against a really good defense.
Yeah.
And if they don't play well, they're not gonna win, of course.
Yeah.
West Virginia has a great defense. This is actually the first freshman to start for Virginia Tech since 1999, which,
Damn.
guess who was the quarterback? Michael Vick, which is kind of
Oh,
crazy.
wow, yeah.
So I got West Virginia taking it. I do root for Virginia Tech for some reason. I like their team for some reason, but
Yeah.
I got West Virginia, and we're gonna.
Sorry about that, guys. We had some technical difficulties. But like I was saying, I think Tennessee's going to win the game. But I'm going to go ahead and pick Georgia Tech because I like their style of offense is old school read option. And I really like that offense. And, yeah, I just like that offense. And I wanted to see them win. And that's how I feel about that. I think Tennessee's going to honestly win the game, though. But I'm pulling for GT.
I got Tennessee winning. I think they have more talent, but Georgia Tech's probably going to put up a good fight. All right,
Yeah.
well, this is our pick. This is the pick, I mean. This is our recap. This is our preview of this weekend's games. And this is going to conclude our show today. Hope you all have a good football weekend. You all have a good night, too.
Please like and subscribe, and please give us some comments. We love to hear what you guys got to say, and thank you for joining the pick. See y'all in the next one.
Thank you.